empty mind. Think I need to help you. I'm gonna try. Cute as hell, baby. Hotter than flames. Wanna burn together in a million ways. Now let me take the lead. Know you wanna play with me. Got secrets you might wanna see. You might wanna see. You might wanna. I know I'm not gonna regret this. Wanna get reckless, but you to the test, yeah. I know I'm not gonna regret this. I wanna get reckless.
All right, here we go.
I wanna get reckless.
Crap with
I
my
wanna
sidebar.
get reckless.
So I can scroll.
I wanna get reckless. Couldn't keep your poker face. But boy, you kept me waiting when I wanted to race. Sweet as hell, baby. You're a sugar rush. I knew you were given temptation, was craving. You love it, you hate it. Now let me take the lead. Know you wanna play with me. Got secrets you might wanna see. You might wanna see. You might wanna. Lock the door, zip it off. Kiss my neck when you want more. Scream your name deep in the night. Work your way around my thighs.
Whoa.
Hello, welcome to Gleen Network. I am Mr. Gleen.
And I am Maven.
Today we are going to talk about
WWE Elimination Chamber. These are our predictions for tomorrow's pay-per-view. We did do a stream on this yesterday, but literally everything that could go wrong, audio, video, everything, it went wrong. So we decided that we were going to give this another go and talk about our predictions. So that's what we're doing right now.
yes, it's a repeat of the show last night. So hope you enjoy it.
Hopefully we don't have any issues this time.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're going to start off with. You want to start off with Elimination Chamber, or do you want to talk about the news?
We can start off with the news, I guess. So they announced yesterday that the WWE Royal Rumble of 2020 will be held at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. That was just a small little announcement of something that was announced yesterday. So we figured we'd mention that in here while we were on. So
Yes. Also, at the New York Toy Show.
Toy Fair.
Toy Fair, sorry. My bad. They have shown the new WWE Mattel action figures, and so...
We can show those after we talk about our predictions.
Yeah.
We'll show you the pictures of the figures after we are done with all of our predictions for Elimination Chamber.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. To start off, we'll talk about Baron Corbin versus... Actually, let's start off with the Cruiserweight Championship, which is going to be...
On the pre-show.
On the pre-show. Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa.
I am going with Buddy Murphy for this one just because I feel like I don't think he's going to lose his championship yet. So I'm going with Buddy Murphy.
I'd agree. I think Buddy Murphy's going to win. I think it's going to be a good match. I think it's going to be an exciting match. But I do believe that Buddy Murphy will win the match.
It'll be a lot of back and forth. Because that's just like what 205 Live Cruiserweight matches have been in the past.
Yeah, and I don't
Any of them that I've
changing.
seen is just going a lot of back and forth, close pinfalls, and then, champ ends up coming out on top most of the time. So Buddy Murphy.
All right, Buddy Murphy.
That's both of our picks. Then we have the next match is Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman in a no disqualification match. I am 100% going with Braun Strowman on this one. I don't see Baron Corbin winning because it is a no disqualification match. I do see Drew McIntyre and or Kurt Angle getting involved in it with the storyline they've had recently. So I'm assuming because it's no DQ, we'll see both of them out there.
I would say so. I don't see any reason why it will not happen.
I don't either.
Just because of how they've handled this storyline that's taken forever and probably should end
like
tomorrow.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they end it tomorrow and there's nothing after this. It's just kind of like it's over. Because this is a storyline that has gone on for, like, over the last, like, back at the Royal Rumble, like, right before the Royal Rumble, they were still working on this storyline. And so I don't like this storyline very much. It's very all over the place. They pulled in guys left and right from every which way, and I don't like it. I feel like it's very hard to follow, and it's just a very difficult storyline.
Well, I think the one thing is they've kind of, it just seems like there's always interference. There's always, there's really no one-on-one match going on.
And I feel like,
and there's really no storyline to it. It's a lot of just like getting out and fighting, and I don't get the storyline at all.
I don't either. And like I feel like adding Braun Strowman into the mix, like Braun Strowman was like this big threat, and like now he's like not.
No.
Like, he doesn't seem like the big monster that he was supposed to be before, because that's, like, not the character he's portraying now, which I don't get, and I don't like Braun Strowman in this scenario, the way they're using him, but my pick is Braun Strowman to win, just because I don't see Baron Corbin. I just don't see Baron Corbin winning.
I don't think Baron Corbin wins either, and the only way Braun Strowman or Baron Corbin wins is if there's a lot of outside interference, and they're looking to set up some storyline with Braun Strowman and somebody else.
Yeah. I would 100% agree. So the next match we have down is the Intercontinental Championship match between Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush versus Finn Balor. I see this match going one of two ways. You want to share your thoughts first?
I've kind of changed my thoughts on this from, when we talked last night. I believe that since it's Finn Balor versus Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley, I'm going to say Lio Rush pins Finn Balor and says that he's the champion.
That's another thought. My thought was I have two different theories. Now, I'm going to actually go with Bobby Lashley winning this one just because I mean, it's just kind of been the way it has been over the last couple weeks with Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor. It's like, Bobby Lashley is just beating up on him because he is a smaller guy. So I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley. But the other way I would see Finn Balor winning is if Finn Balor were to pin Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley isn't even involved in the actual pinning of the match. So he loses his championship that way.
Yeah, it could. I mean, I think that if they would do the storyline neat and that
Lio Rush one, that's a good one. I never thought about that.
Good choice, Bendy.
My vote is for Lio Rush.
After giving this, after thinking about this, I don't think WWE will do it, but I think it would throw a twist into the storyline.
I almost feel like to give Bobby Lashley like a bigger push and get people to take him more seriously, they almost need to get rid of Lio Rush.
Do they really Braun Strowman was supposed to be taken seriously as like this big dude that was tough.
Yeah, I get it, but I feel like they're getting ready to give Bobby Lashley a big push just because like he is one of the bigger dudes on the roster, and like people like not like him, but they like to hate him, you know what I mean? So that's why I feel like they might be trying to give him a push. So I think they should get rid of Lio Rush with him. I think they should like turn on each other. and then we see Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley having matches against one another. I think that'd be kind of interesting and different.
It would be. But, I mean, I don't know. Lio Rush is just so small that I don't...
Yeah.
Him and Bobby Lashley shouldn't even be wrestling.
Together.
Yeah, together. But like I said, I could see him throwing a twist into this and having Lio Rush pin Finn Balor. And then
Lio Rush
is claiming to be the champion. And
well, then that could be when Bobby Lashley's like, no, I'm still the champ. What are you talking about? And then he's like, but I pinned him. Like, so doesn't that make me the champ? And then they start like a whole feud of them like breaking up.
Yeah, they could do that.
That could be a possibility too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could see it happening. No, I can't see it happening. WWE doesn't think that way. Who am I kidding?
So my pick is Bobby Lashley, and yours is Lio Rush.
Yes.
All right. The next match is SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between The Miz and Shane, who are the champs, versus the Usos. My heart says Usos, but my head says Shane and Miz.
I'm going to say The Miz and Shane win, but this is the beginning of the end of their tag team.
I said this was the beginning of the end when they first won those championship belts. I said, watch, this is the beginning of the end.
Well, it was the beginning of the end. I mean, because they can't. They're not going to keep them as tag team champions.
No.
And right now the tag team division is weak. There's not a lot of good tag teams.
And I feel like they don't help at all.
Well, I think that they helped because they gave them another tag team. And
well, I mean, yeah, in that sense, but it's not like they're like a big powerhouse tag team.
No,
or they're
it's not.
like a big whatever. It's just Shane and Miz thrown together.
But they can create a storyline off of this.
They can.
So I think that, because they can create a storyline off of this, I believe that they will win the championship, or they will retain the championship at Elimination Chamber. But you're going to start to see cracks where they don't necessarily work together in harmony.
Yeah.
So I
well,
would
maybe what'll happen at Elimination Chamber is it'll be a really close pinfall to them actually losing the championships, but then like Miz saves it or something, and then he's like, "Hold up, just calm down. We gotta like reevaluate everything," and then it starts to like, screw him up.
Yeah.
Another theory I had was if they lose the championships at Elimination Chamber, which my pick is actually going to be Miz and Shane to retain them. But here's another theory as to if they do lose their championships at Elimination Chamber, they're like, okay, this is just a bump in the road. We'll get our championships back, and then they start to, as they realize that, wait a minute, we're not going to get our championships back, they start to butt heads, as to, oh, well, it's your fault, we lost them in the first place, or whatever. And
I
then
think they're going to butt heads anyway, because you're already, you've seen some of that happening, even after they won the titles.
Yeah.
You started to see some of that happening, where they were kind of, jabbing at each other without, totally jabbing at each other. So I think that eventually what it's going to do, they're going to have a match at WrestleMania is what's going to happen. So it's a matter of when they're going to lose the titles.
Yeah. Bendy Boy Gaming, The Miz, and then it's a little heart that's like broken in half, and Shane. Haha. I would 100% agree with that. They're going to break up.
The Miz is going to break Shane's heart?
Close enough. So we both say Miz and Shane are going to retain.
I think they retain, yes.
I would agree with that statement. Then we have the Raw Women's Championship match. Ronda Rousey, who's the champ, versus Ruby Riott. I don't see Ronda Rousey not going to Mania as champion.
Me neither. She has to win. Now,
it might be really close.
She might lose this because they still have Fastlane in between.
They do.
So maybe she loses this with the way they've been setting it up, because maybe Charlotte Flair interferes or something, and then Rousey gets it back at Fastlane.
I mean,
Or
yeah.
how about this one? Because I don't know if they're giving Ruby Riott a push or not. The way they've done her, the last week.
I don't think
couple
so. They
weeks.
haven't even. They didn't even. The match wasn't even announced on TV.
Well, it wasn't announced, but the
was
fact
announced
that
over like social media. So it wasn't even like they made a big deal out of it. Like, oh, you've earned your opportunity to go and face Ronda Rousey. It was just like a poof, like, here you go. Like, Rousey needs somebody to face at Fastlane, so here you go.
well, here's a thought, and what if they're setting up a Ruby Riott? Maybe Ruby Riott doesn't win, but Charlotte Flair interferes, and then at Fastlane it's Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch versus Ruby Riott and Charlotte Flair.
It's a possibility. But they have to figure out a way to get Becky Lynch back in because she's suspended.
Well, I told you how that's going to happen. She's going to come out and smack Vince one time, and then he's going to go, you know what? I'm unsuspending you because, well, you slapped me. So all you need to do is beat up the boss to get, like, unsuspended.
Well, no. What he could do is if something like that does happen. Well, I said she was going to get brought in a different way, but that's a thought too. But then he like puts her in difficult matches and she keeps winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
like
could do it that way.
2-on-1 because they did the same thing. If you remember back to, you wouldn't because you didn't watch this, but back to SummerSlam of 2014, Brie Bella had a match with Stephanie McMahon after Brie Bella had quit. But before that, because Brie Bella quit, they put Nikki Bella in a whole bunch of matches that were 2-on-1 handicap matches, or you can't use your arm matches or something, to like, make it tough for her to actually win. So they could do the same thing with Becky Lynch and put her in that situation where, it's a 2-on-1 handicap match and people aren't expecting her to, they're not expecting her to win, but she wins anyways, and she keeps winning these matches over and over again until he's like, fine, you want your spot at WrestleMania back? I'll give it to you, but I don't want to see any of this happening ever again. After she continuously repeats to win and continuously does a good job.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it just seems like it had to happen quick since,
Well, yeah, but if they had her,
comes up quick,
but if they had her on Raw or SmackDown every week in a different match,
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, I don't see that happening, but
it's another
could.
thought.
Yeah.
The other one I said was she shows up at Ric Flair's birthday
And beats
celebration thing, beats him up. Charlotte comes out, says, "I want you in the match at Mania because you beat up on my father, and I'm going to show you that I'm going to beat up on you now." And then she goes to Vince and says, I want her suspension lifted, and I want her in the match. And he'll give it to her.
Well, maybe, here's a thought. What if they have Flair Lynch at Fastlane with the winner? With
Ric Flair's thing, his birthday celebration is not this week, but the next week
I think
after.
it's next week. Not this coming Monday, but the following Monday.
Yeah.
I believe.
I think.
So what if at Fastlane they set up a main event of Flair versus Becky Lynch,
And whoever wins goes
and
on
the winner goes to
goes to Mania to face Rousey.
Yeah.
That's also a possibility.
So
Lots of thoughts.
Yes.
As to who could go
Many
where.
things could happen.
Now a matter of what they're actually gonna do.
It's gonna be Flair, Rousey, and Lynch at WrestleMania for the title.
Yeah. And I foresee Becky Lynch winning. That's just
Possibly. Who knows?
Anyways, so Ronda Rousey, Ruby Riott.
And in the middle of all that, Asuka still has not to be seen.
I know, we haven't seen her in since the Rumble.
Yeah.
Where's Asuka?
SmackDown champion, and she's nowhere
Nowhere
to be
in
found.
sight. Dumb.
think she went into hiding.
People could go for her title, but no, everybody's like, oh, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
We're going to have somebody
So basically, in other words, Asuka's become irrelevant completely, and we're not focused on any of that. And
yeah.
I mean, they brought Ruby Riott into this storyline and left Asuka completely out of it. So
Well, what they could do is they could have somebody from Raw go over and challenge Asuka for her championship.
Well, it could, but we haven't even seen Asuka. Like, we don't know if she's missing.
I know.
What's happened to her?
Like, she just like
she might have been kidnapped, and we know.
Yeah, that's funny. Maybe we'll see her on SmackDown this week. Maybe we won't. It'd be nice to see her on SmackDown just to know that she's like alive.
Yeah.
But like, who knows? Anyways, Ronda Rousey, Ruby Riott. Ronda Rousey's my pick. I don't see Riott winning.
I don't either, but you never know with
Stuff
WWE.
could always change.
Because like I said, there's a pay-per-view between
Fastlane.
Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania, so they could set something up for Fastlane.
They could.
And then it would make Fastlane a bigger deal than what it should be.
Yeah, Fastlane is like a nothing pay-per-view, really. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst pay-per-view out of the year.
Well, there's too much, you got storylines you're trying to build for WrestleMania, and then you put that in there
and it's like
right before it, and it just doesn't work, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Really bad placement of it.
Definitely.
So Ronda Rousey is both of our picks. Then we have the Women's Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match with Nia Jax and Tamina versus the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus the Iconics, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, versus Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Naomi and Carmella. Wow, that's a lot of people. My pick from the very start was Boss and Hug Connection. Sasha and Bayley. That's my pick. Aside from Nia and Tamina winning the first, and then Sasha and Bayley go on to WrestleMania to take the titles from them, I don't see anybody else winning, aside from either one of those two. But my money's on Boss and Hug Connection.
I think so, too. I think the only other one that could win is Nia Jax and Tamina.
Yep.
But I think they're going to try and do a face to win it instead of the heel. So I think that Sasha Banks and Bayley win. This whole idea, I don't understand the whole Elimination Chamber for the first women's tag team champions. I think they should have had, they should have had a tournament and they could have done this at this pay-per-view. They could have just said, okay, we're going to have a tournament.
They could have started the tournament now and then had it finish at Mania. Or they could have started it at Fastlane and had it finish at Mania. That's what I was going to say.
They could have started at Fastlane.
And then Mania is when the first champions
finish at Mania where you get the big pop.
You determine the champions.
You have the first ever women's tag team champions. But doing this Elimination Chamber thing, I don't like at all. Just because you're really not focused on any one match, I suppose is how I'd say it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that are in women's tag team champion.
Yeah, and I feel like they haven't made, they've made a big deal about it, but they haven't made, as big of a deal as, when they switched over the championship from Divas Championship to the women's, because this has never been done, but, the Divas Championship to the Women's Championship. Women's Championship was a thing before. Then they changed it to Divas, and then they brought it back to Women's. So, it was a big deal, but it wasn't like we'd never seen a Women's Championship before.
No.
And this is like a whole new division. It is women's tag team.
New.
And they're not making as big of a deal out of it as as I feel it should be. I feel like it should be a bigger thing than what they're doing.
Yes. And I think that they could have made it a bigger deal if they had, if they had done it where either the title is being
what in the world
settled at WrestleMania.
I don't know what happened there.
Or I don't know what happened there either. Where the title's being settled at WrestleMania, or like my face there.
Yeah.
I don't like the way they're doing it.
They would have gotten a bigger, like you said, a bigger pop if they had determined the champions for the first time at Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both of us said Sasha and Bailey.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely.
The last match on the card that we have is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Elimination. Wait a minute. WWE World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match. This is Daniel Bryan, who is the current champion, versus AJ Styles, versus Samoa Joe, versus Randy Orton, versus Kofi Kingston, versus Jeff Hardy. This match, I'm just ready for it to be over. If I'm being completely honest.
Well, the last couple weeks they've had the same guys just fighting each other,
same match.
like guys coming from out of the stands, guys falling from everywhere, and so this is nothing different than what they were doing.
New. And we essentially saw this match on Tuesday,
yeah, and that's what I don't get. Why are we doing this match?
Why was the gauntlet
again?
Why was well, if they were gonna do the Elimination Chamber match, then why did you have the gauntlet match? Why not just do like when you have the Royal Rumble, you know how you have to draw the little ball or whatever?
Yeah.
Like they did before in like the old ones, and they like showed backstage them picking it. Like, well, then why not do that? And then it's like drawing straws. Whoever gets the shortest straw goes first. Whoever gets the longest straw gets to stay in the longest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why make a big deal out of a gauntlet match, which is essentially the same thing as Elimination Chamber, only no cage? Why? I
agree. I thought the way they did it was.
And it took up so much time on SmackDown this last week. It was the last hour of the show.
So that makes me wonder, are they going to make this an hour long? So you can expect that, whatever time the last match before this match ends, I'm assuming, I suppose I shouldn't assume, because maybe they're going to make the Women's Tag Team Championship match the last match.
Maybe.
Since it's the first ever title, so it'd kind of be the headline. But I'm going to assume that the WWE World Championship match is going to be the final match. So then we can expect to have an hour-long match at the end.
Yeah. It's just a waste.
It is a waste.
I feel it's such a big waste of time that you could be putting something else in. Like, I feel like, especially with this match, because we already saw it, it's like, does it make any sense?
No.
It doesn't to you. So anyways, who is your pick to win?
I think Daniel Bryan wins.
My pick was, I said Kofi Kingston, and I said Kofi Kingston for 2 reasons, I guess. One, because I feel like they haven't given Kofi Kingston a big push over the last couple of months, especially with New Day and everything. It's kind of been under wraps. They haven't had any title shots for anything recently. So I feel like they might be giving him a big push. And also, it's just unexpected. I don't think people are really going to be expecting Kofi Kingston to win.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are maybe thinking Randy Orton, just because he did get the advantage to come in last, or AJ Styles to reclaim his championship. I don't see Jeff Hardy winning by any means at all. And Samoa Joe, they haven't been giving him a big push recently, so I don't see him winning either.
Well, because with Samoa Joe, they've just had him come out and beat people up.
And then they've been pairing him up with people that are half of his size, that are, like, so much smaller than him, it's, like, not even funny, that he could, like, pick up by the face and throw them into the side of the building, i.e. Rey Mysterio, WCW.
Yeah.
Like, does that make any sense to you? Why would you not pair him up with guys that are his size?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's they seem to have no clue where to go with some of these storylines.
At all.
I mean, it's like this. This has been, like you said, it's been going on forever. Same thing over and over again, with the exception of Kofi Kingston. Yeah,
which is why I said I think Kofi Kingston will win, because people aren't going to be expecting Kofi Kingston to win. And if Kofi Kingston doesn't win, Daniel Bryan wins and retains the title and then goes to WrestleMania. But then Kofi Kingston continuously keeps fighting and he ends up getting a shot at Daniel Bryan at Mania, and then he wins the title there.
Well, if you're going to try and get Kofi Kingston over, then I would say he loses this match. It comes down to him and Daniel Bryan in the final two. Daniel Bryan wins, and then you have Kofi Kingston go to WrestleMania and win the title there.
Yeah.
I think that would be
So one of two ways
storyline.
I see Kofi Kingston winning. Either tomorrow at Elimination Chamber or at Mania.
That'd be cool, but I don't know if
It
you're
would
gonna see
be different. And, you know, again, like I said, they haven't given him a push for a singles title in a really long time. So I think it would be really cool to see. Just because Kofi Kingston, he's a really good wrestler, and he gets over with the crowd really well. So I think it'd be something different.
All of New Day pretty much gets over with the crowd.
I would 100% agree with that.
So, you know, it's a matter of using them right and getting them, giving them the push to walks away with the title.
I say Kofi Kingston.
But like I said, I could see a big deal with Kofi Kingston, the New Day, Daniel Bryan, and Eric Rowan as we go on, leading up to WrestleMania.
And maybe what they do there is they get Bray Wyatt or Luke Harper involved in that, and then we see 3-on-3.
Possible, but then and then that way they avoid having to give Kofi Kingston the title.
I mean,
if they don't feel that he could, he should be the champion. But I don't see why he's any different than Daniel Bryan as far as, the talent, the push, the fans, and everything else.
Exactly.
He's kind of that same boat as Daniel Bryan, so him being champion would be cool.
I would agree with that, like 100%. So that is everything for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. That's all of our predictions. We'll just kind of see how it goes tomorrow. I'm very curious to see what they do with it, where they go with things, who gets involved in what matches. So I'm curious.
Me too. See what happens.
So now we have the pictures of the action figures that were revealed at New York Toy Fair 2019. So the first one that we have, you might change the screen so I can see what I'm doing. So the first one that we have is Daniel Bryan. There are a couple Daniel Bryans that are being... Whoa, what is happening with my face?
You're getting reflection. Oh! That is cool.
We're just going to hold that there because there's like really bad glare.
It's coming off my forehead too.
Well, this is going really well. Yesterday it worked, and now it's not, and I don't know why. So we have...
Boy, you're messing this stream up.
So Daniel Bryan is the first one, and there are a couple different Daniel Bryan figures that are going to be released. This one happens to be him in his...
Look, you can see through my head to the right.
This one is his green and blue, like, Seattle Seahawks stuff. Then we have this cool new Roman Reigns with the Universal Championship. Then we have a new Brie Bella, which I actually think this figure is really cool, and I want to get this one. Then we have a Braun Strowman with a, like, cello or something. Like,
Yeah, I think it's a cello.
I don't know why he has it, but I'm intrigued, and I think it'd be a cool thing to add, to Elias. This Undertaker figure, I don't know what this is.
It's Shawn Michaels bigger.
It's Shawn Michaels bigger. He has a Kane mask with him. I don't know why this figure is at all. But, it's a figure. Then we have King Mabel. And then we have a Chase variant of King Mabel, so he's a different outfit on and has a little M on it. Then we have a Walmart exclusive Pat Patterson. This is a cool figure. I think it'd be a neat one to get. We have this Iron Sheik that is a GameStop exclusive. We have this Hardy Boys in a battle pack. We have AJ Styles and Jinder Mahal in a battle pack. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in a Shield reunited battle pack. We have another Daniel Bryan, like I said. There were quite a few of these. This is Bobby Roode. Then we have Sasha
Wonder
Banks.
Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, Sasha Banks. Your face. Then we have a Kevin Owens. We have a Sami Zayn. Another picture of Sami Zayn. Then these are like the retro figures, which I actually think Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I turned it off.
Oh, no, it's not wrestling.
I probably should fix that. We have this retro figure of Macho Man, Gold Dust, Smojo, and Randy Orton. And then we have this really cool...
Hey, Adam, how's it going?
Hi, Adam. How's it going? You legit just said the same thing. I know nothing about wrestling. That's okay.
That's okay. Come watch our show and...
You'll know everything about
Well,
wrestling.
you won't know everything because I'm just getting back into it because Maven wanted to do a stream, so that's what we're doing.
Wait. Go back up. Said Maven went undead all of a sudden, and then Adam said John Cena. Woohoo! John Cena.
You can't see me.
Yeah, you legit can't see me because my face was like disappeared. Yeah. Thanks to your YouTube channel, I now know that it isn't clean. So yeah. We have the next figure. This is the Hardy Boys with cool championship belts for tag team. I think this is one that we will want to grab. I think this one's really cool. Then there's a whole bunch of Ronda Rousey pictures. There are 2 different figures that are being released. One with her hair down, and then one with her hair, if I go this way, one with her hair up in like a ponytail. We need to get a Ronda Rousey figure because we don't have one.
Yes.
And we need to get one.
We do.
A lot of Ronda Rousey. Then there was this really cool set that they showed for this Ultimate Warrior figure. You can't see Maven. Nope, you can't. But this has a really cool Halloween Havoc background, which is really cool. I don't know, I thought it was a really cool background.
It is cool. It'd be cool if it came with the wrestler.
I know, it would be so cool if they made this like an actual thing, but, you know, they probably won't. Here are more photos of the actual figure itself. This is a really cool figure. I like the outfit. You know, I want to watch Maven and Bendy wrestle. No, you really don't. You don't want to see that because it's not going to go over very well. I will be beaten to a pulp.
Hey, Bendy said you had a Ronda doll.
I do have a Ronda doll. I have a Ronda Rousey doll, and we will have a video up sometime as soon as we finish editing it, where we unboxed a whole bunch of dolls. So, Bendy boy, I will win. Yeah. I know more wrestling moves than Bendy does, but like how to use them, I don't. He would just come after me and like.
Bendy's pretty bendy, so it's kind of tough to. Although Maven's pretty bendy too, so it'd be an interesting match.
Very interesting, but
maybe we should have a pay-per-view.
Maybe we should do that.
Bendy versus Maven pay-per-view.
That would be great. Lots of viewers.
3.
But yeah, I don't know how that match would go over. So yeah, the Ultimate Warrior figure was the last one that was released, but I thought all the figures, pay-per-view. Yeah, let's do it.
How much would you pay, Adam? We're looking to set the price right now, so.
But all the figures that were released, I think they look pretty cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. I especially like the Ultimate Warrior one.
I like the Ultimate Warrior one, like ones that we should grab from that. I really want to get some of the retro figures. Come watch me let my kids fight.
Hey, they fight anyway, so at least this way I'd be getting paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could just say it's a normal thing, you know. It's like all brothers and sisters. They go
Fight.
at it. Ours just take it a step farther.
To the next level. Oh my gosh.
You know,
We were watching a video earlier of, I don't even know what it was. Was it somebody that followed you on Twitter or was it somebody that subscribed?
somebody that followed me on Twitter.
And they did like wrestling videos on. They had like a couple wrestling videos that linked up on YouTube to their Twitter, and it was like them just like they laid out beds on the floor, and then
Wasn't even the floor, it was their backyard.
and they just threw each other into them and like performed wrestling moves. I was like, I could do that. I could do that. I could do. And then they got box lids.
And like,
so funny.
Hey, what, Bendy?
Yeah.
Or are you just yelling, hey?
Hey, what? Yeah. Watch yourself, Mendy. But yeah, it was like the funniest thing ever. They just like had box lids, and they were actually using like ladders and stuff, but like box lids. I thought it was so funny. And then they had a cardboard box for a TV, and you were like, oh no, not the cardboard box, splat. It was the funniest thing ever.
Well, I like how they had like the cardboard boxes covered with like a blanket, so you didn't know what was underneath it, and they like threw each other on top of it.
It was so funny. And then there was at one point when they like built up, they had like a slab of cardboard or something like onto like boxes, and it was like a table.
We do not fight. Yeah, right. Actually, you're not too bad. You guys are pretty good with each other.
Well, yeah, most of the time.
Yeah. So it's you know, I don't know if we get a pay-per-view out of it or not.
Well, if we were getting paid money, then
Yeah, all the time. I don't think so.
If we were getting paid money, then like maybe.
Yeah, you might.
Maybe if I get like 50% of the profit,
Yeah.
I'd be willing to put my body on the line.
50% of the profit of $3.
Actually,
So you're gonna make $1.50 off of it?
Actually, let's raise that just a bit. Backgrounds or whatever we need.
Yeah. It probably would be the most boring pay-per-view ever. But somebody would watch.
Well, what we could do Bendy versus Maven, and then I don't know what we do after that.
Then we would, well, I don't know either.
We could do Mr. Gleen. Mr. Gleen.
Yeah,
being
versus
thrown,
who?
Me. Mr. Gleen being thrown into the table.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Our pay-per-view would be short.
It'd be short and sweet and to the point of
Yeah,
like maybe
definitely.
30 minutes, you know,
If
15
that.
minutes of Bendy and Maven going at it, and then well, we're going to give you just a few minutes because you being thrown into a table won't take very long.
Yeah.
But then like Maven and Bendy would maybe be a little longer. Mr. Gleen can hold the round of our cards. Yeah, that works. I mean,
Do I wear short shorts too and walk around?
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I figured it out who we can be. Bendy? All right. Bendy would be a knockoff of Matt Riddle.
Yeah, there you are. That'd
Like,
be a good one.
he doesn't even have to wear any shoes or anything. Like, he can just come out and be like, yo, I'm Bendy, and like fall into a back bend or something.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know what I would do.
Who knows?
I could be Becky Lynch.
You could try.
I could try. Or I could just be the man.
Ooh. Bendy doesn't like that idea.
Well, Bendy could suck it up. I could be the man. 100% could totally be the man.
Yep, definitely.
Mhm.
So, we got anything else that we need to talk about?
I don't think so. Anybody else got anything they need to talk about?
Yeah. Anybody in chat have anything they want to talk about?
Cause we're still here. Bendy versus Maven. I can see it now.
You're the man, Maven. See?
Thanks.
Adam agrees.
Oh my gosh, Adam. Yeah, I saw your tweet on Twitter. It was like the man and somebody else and somebody else. The man, the myth, and I can't even think of what the other one is. The legend? I don't even remember, but I remember seeing it, and my mom showed it to me, and then I saw it, and I was like, haha. Yep. That's me. I'm the man. The man, the myth,
man.
and Apex Legends.
There you are.
Uh-huh.
See?
I told you. I said it was Legends. I said the man, the myth, and Legends.
Yeah.
Yep. I do pay attention sometimes. I will talk about how Maven is not the man. I want to talk about how Maven is not the man. Okay, that's what you said. Well, sorry guys, we gotta go. Cause I am the man, and I'd rather not discuss that about not being the man. So, yeah.
Look, they're talking about Apex Legends now. You have no idea what that is, do you?
It's supposed to be like Fortnite or something.
Okay, you do know what it is. I'm amazed.
I do pay attention. I'm not as dumb as a rock.
I don't follow the man. It was your retweets.
All right, cool. That's fine. But you should go follow the man because the man is cool. Just saying. But, you know, whatever. One man's... I don't know. That saying doesn't work for this. I was going to say one man's trash is another man's treasure. But then that would be, I don't know.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking
No,
about here.
it doesn't. But, yeah.
Alright, I think
I don't follow the man.
I think we're done. We will be back tomorrow.
Yes. After Elimination
the
Chamber is
Elimination Chamber
over.
match.
So, depending on what time that is, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it starts at
just because it's
4.
I don't know if it's 4 or
I think it's
5
4.
Central Time.
I think 4. I think it's 4 our time when it's
which is Central Time.
What? Be quiet, Maven. Shh.
Good talking to you, Adam.
Yeah. Nice to talk to you, Adam.
So we'll be back tomorrow. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Leave us a reason why you liked it or why you disliked it, so we can work on fixing our channel, making everything better. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when we go live, and we will be back tomorrow night.
Yeah, you can find... Where can you find you?
Oh, yeah.
You always forget to say that.
You can find me at Gleen Network on Twitter, and you can find me at Mr. Gleen on Twitter.
You can find me at Maven Gleen on Twitter.
And then you can find us here.
And then you can find us here, yeah. So, yeah.
So make sure you come back tomorrow. We'll recap what happened give our reactions on the pay-per-view.
Okay, bye. Look forward to the Maven Bendy pay-per-view. Me too.
Give our reactions on the pay-per-view. We will kind of recap what happened. And so I guess that is it. We're out. Peace out.
Peace. Bye, guys.
Isolated eyes, a messy mind. Think I need to help you. I'm gonna try.